Hello all, welcome to a new video. In this video, we are going to discuss about database. Before entering into the video, I would like to discuss something with you. As you know, every organization handles a vast amount of data, right? So the major duty of every application in functioning in an organization is to collect the data and to store it. Imagine at a point of time you want to analyze a single piece of information from the vast amount of data that you have in your organization. So it will be like finding a drop of water in the ocean. It's not that easy task. So it is always important to store the data systematically. So that's where we have database in place which helps us to collect and store the data systematically so we can analyze the data whenever it is required and also to store it efficiently. Now let's get on to the video and understand what is database, why do we use database, how to use database and its relevance types. We seen in the introductory part, databases are used to collect, store, and maintain and access any data that is present in the organization front. It also serves as a centralized repository, which means you can connect multiple devices to a database which stores a vast amount of information in a structured and efficient manner. Why do we need a database? So there are multiple reasons why an organization need a database, and here we have listed very few and we'll discuss all those one by one. We have seen already database is primarily used to collect and store the data in an organized way. All right. So that's the first point, that is organization and storage. So databases provide a structured way to organize and store large volumes of data, and it really makes it very easy to retrieve and manipulate it for further analysis. And as extension of the first point, the data retrieval is another point. So as I told you, databases enable efficient retrieval of specific pieces of information using queries. So queries are the command which we will be using, and this is essential for applications and systems that need to access and display the data based on user request. All right. Databases can scale to handle large amount of data and support a growing number of users. This scalability is really crucial for applications and systems that experience increased data volume and user traffic over time. Imagine, say for example, in a big billion day, Flipkart experiences a crash in their database. They can't store the data when it is increasing in the traffic. So databases are highly efficient in terms of scalability. When the traffic increases, it will support us without any lag. And as we all very know, analytics is one of the integral part which database supports. So database stored a historical data and making it possible to analyze and trends and generate reports. So business intelligence tools often used to connect to databases to extract insights from the stored data. Application development, so every application will be connected to a database and it collects the data and it stores in the database. So databases are very integral to many software applications, whether it is a web application, mobile application, or desktop software. And databases are often used to store and retrieve and manage the application's data. All the various points which emphasize the need of database in an organization. There are various types of database present in an organization, and the type of database is strictly chosen depends on the business nature and its requirement from the organization front. Here are the few types of database we have listed out. Relational databases. So relational databases are the ones which is arranged in the tabular format with respect to its data, and no SQL databases. So no SQL databases does not need SQL to operate it. And object oriented databases, graph databases, hierarchical databases, these are all the various types of data which is used in an organization. Again, I'm repeating, the requirement to choose any of the database is strictly based on the business front. Now comes the question, how to use a database. So for that only we have a software called as DBMS, that is database management system, which helps to operate the database. So DBMS is software specifically designed to manage databases. It acts as an intermediary between the users and the database, allowing users to store and retrieve and manage the data conveniently. Okay. This DBMS is further broken into two types majorly. So like relational database management system or SQL database, or non-relational database management system which is NoSQL. In relational database, as I said earlier, it collects and maintains the data in a tabular format, that is rows and columns. There are various types of RDMS products in the market like MySQL, Oracle SQL Server, PostgreSQL, and SQLite. So in non-relational database also, it is suitable for semi and no structured data like docs, images, graphs, audio files. All these are subjected to non-relational database management system. So there are also various non-relational database management system products available in the market, such as MongoDB, Cassandra, and so on. In this point, we might have realized one of the important word, that is SQL, in with this relating to the database. Now let's see what is SQL in detail. So SQL means structured query language. It is a very powerful programming language used for managing and manipulating relational databases. It is a very crucial skill for anyone who is working with respect to data storage and retrieval in a relational database environment. So now, why SQL is needed? So it is high performance, it is easily accessible, it is highly scalable, it is a good transactional support, it is free and open source. So anybody can use SQL. And apart from this, we have multiple aspects why we are approaching SQL. It is very, very easy to learn and it has a broader application in respect to the analytical environment. So who needs the SQL? So database administrators who works and actually manages the database, business analyst who needs the data from the database, data analyst, software developers. So this is one of the primary skill for all these four mentioned roles in an IT environment. Then how to learn SQL? So there are multiple tools available in the market which enables you to practice and free, like MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQLite. And you need not to download the software. You can also access SQL editors through your browser itself. There are multiple products available for that as well, like W3 Schools, SQL Editor, and SQL Fiddle. Okay, and so though everything available in internet, the only imperative key to learn SQL effectively is your consistent practice. Only when you have consistent practice, SQL will be very simple for you. So practice is the major key here. This video is useful for you in understanding the database as an introductory part. We will discuss further in the forthcoming videos. Please do like, share and subscribe with your friends.